Champ Week on ESPN, and we are north of Dallas in Frisco, Texas, at the Star for men's second round action between Marshall and Louisiana Tech. Take a look at the brackets. Louisiana Tech had a bye to get to this point, the third seed out of the Western Division. Marshall had to beat FIU yesterday to get here. The winner moves on to face Western Kentucky. We're on Court B at the Star. Over on Court A, they're underway between Charlotte and Rice. Winner gets North Texas. Chris Mycoskie and Kyle Youmans with you tonight. And Kyle, this game features two of the top scorers in Conference USA.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the big man scoring, Tavion Kinsey on the left for Marshall and the Thundering Herd, a team that beats FIU to get into this second round. And then Kenneth Lofton Jr., first team all-conference, actually put up a Player of the Year quality resume throughout the season. He was first team all-conference and had 20 points, 10 rebounds against UAB in the season finale. Two high-flying players. The highlight reel will be full by the end of this one.
Lofton, 6'7", 275, a ton of fun to watch. And he really got his start with some national attention right here in Frisco last year as he led the Bulldogs on a run to the NIT Final Four.
Absolutely, and that was a La Tech team that fell to North Texas in the semifinals of this tournament a year ago. North Texas being the top seed out of the Western Division this season. The Bulldogs have a lot to prove. Kenneth Lofton Jr., a big part of that, over 16 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and he ranks top 10 in the country in double-doubles and in boards per game. He's had the postseason success, but can he put it all together for his Bulldogs with such lofty expectations?
The Bulldogs closed the season with a thud, losing two of their last three. Here's how Marshall got here, beating FIU last night. The Thundering Herd lost its final 3 games of the regular season, then came back to beat the Panthers here at the Star.
Don't be fooled by the record from Marshall. They'll come in 12-20 overall. They were the 7th seed out of the East, but this is a very talented team that has had success throughout Frisco previously. They've won a tournament in this building. They've gone on to win an NCAA tournament game after being the Conference USA champions. They have a lot to prove again this week, much like Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech won the regular season matchup between these teams all the way back on December 30th, 79-56 in Ruston at the Thomas Assembly Center. Tech, the designated home team, in white with blue letters and numbers. Lofton puts it in to start the game. Marshall, the designated away team, in green with white letters and numbers.
Keep an eye on the big men down low, because it's not only Kenneth Lofton Jr. that can start the scoring, but he's going to be there defensively as well.
There you go, Lofton putting it up for Kobe Williams. Back in his home area, Williams hailing from Dallas.
Miladinovich, number 21 in the green. Obina Ochili-Killen, number 25 in the green. Both will be tabbed with covering Lofton at different points throughout this ballgame.
Williams, a superstar for the Kimball Knights back in his high school days as Louisiana Tech sends out the same starting 5 as it did in the regular season finale. Herd doing the same thing, same starting 5 as their most recent game yesterday against FIU. It's all Lofton so far. He has all 4 Louisiana Tech points. 4-zip. Just over a minute elapsed in the first half, and that's Tavion Kinsey.
He knows how to put up big numbers in this building. Expect him to pull the trigger a little bit more. He's just a 16% shooter from beyond the arc, but in tournaments like this, games like this, he tends to put it all on the line.
Lofton driving left-hand hook, no good. Byers. Marshall throwing it up from 3 again. Kinsey, 2 quick triples.
Almost as if it were on cue for Tavion Kinsey. Just 14 of 88 entering this ball game, but he had 23 points in the first round against FIU. Very talented junior. Feels like he's been in Huntington for quite some time, but he's making a name for himself again in Frisco.
And Mari Archibald off the glass, the senior from Deltona, Florida. This is his 153rd career game for Louisiana Tech. That is a program record.
You think there's a little experience behind that?
Incredible. Him and Xavier Christian, 5 years together here at Louisiana Tech. Lofton knocked away. The leader of the Marshall Thundering Herd, a proud alum of this program, Dan D'Antoni.
8th season at Marshall, of course, winning that conference tournament back in 2018. Earned a trip to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 31 years. And an alumnus of Marshall has come back and really done some great work. Over 140 wins throughout his storied career, even in just less than a decade.
Point guard back in his playing days.
Oh, and a phenomenal one at that.
The NIT in 1967 and 68 from a long range. That's Keaston Willis, the former Incarnate Word Cardinal, an offseason transfer and one of the biggest additions to this Tech roster.
Over 1,000 points in his collegiate career, and you know the Bulldogs are happy to have him out of that transfer portal. He was second team All-SLC a year ago.
The freshman of the year in his rookie season with the Cardinals. 9-9. Hectic action back and forth. Lofton Jr. fighting down low. Swirls around and leaves the rim. Byers, long. Lofton coming down with the rebound. His third already. Lofton throwing to nobody. Willis immediately tapping his chest and blaming himself. Eric Conkle, his 7th season at Louisiana Tech. Last year's Conference USA Coach of the Year.
And very deservedly so. You look at what he's done in Ruston, spent the previous 4 seasons on the staff at Miami. And now he has really turned Louisiana Tech into a formidable program. And not even just formidable, but they do nothing but win.
And Chili Killen getting in on the action for Marshall. He had 15 in yesterday's win, plus 12 rebounds. Kobe Williams spins, finds some space, missing with the left hand. Andrew Taylor thought about it, pulled back out. Back to him. Byers from distance, good, over Kenneth Lofton.
He is a lethal 3-level scorer. He can catch fire under the brightest lights. His career high came against this Bulldog program. His season high against the top-seeded UAB Blazers. When the lights are brightest, expect Michael Byers to show up.
6'10", 225 with range. Marshall leading 14-9 with just over 15 minutes left in the opening half. This will be a battle all night long. Kenneth Lofton, he can get it done off the glass. On the other side, how about Kinsey from 3?